Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we're going to look at 4 things spotted in Arsenal training. The Gunners have been putting the finishing touches to their preparations for the pre-season fixture against Hibernian at Easter Road on Tuesday evening. Arsenal's final preparations for their first pre-season fixture of the new campaign aren't complete. The Gunners were last in action in May when they beat Brighton and Hove Albion 2-0, although it wasn't enough to earn a top 7 finish in the Premier League last season. As a result, the upcoming campaign won't feature any European football for the first time in over 20 decades. That could be beneficial, as a reduced schedule just might allow Arsenal to plot their route back to the top 6 and therefore earn a return to the Europa League at the very least for the 2022-2023 campaign. So Mikel has the players training very hard in training, and the first thing on the list is Nacho Tavares involved. Arsenal have made one signing so far this summer, as Nacho Tavares' £6.8 million transfer from Benfica was officially confirmed over the weekend, and he signed just in time to make the trip to Scotland. The 21-year-old is expected to provide cover for Kieran Tierney in the left-back role for the upcoming season, but with the Scotland international on holiday following Euro 2020, there's a chance for Savaras to impress against Hibernian. It's likely that the defender will get at least 45 minutes this evening. Whether that's in the first or second half remains to be seen. As shown in the image, he was tasked with shackling down defenders, and it was a really intense session for Nacho Tavares as he looks to impress Mikel in training, and this is pretty much the opportunity for Mikel to use Nacho Tavares in that left back role, as with Kieran Tierney being out due to his holiday after Euro 2020, it looks like Nacho Tavares has a very good chance to really impress Mikel, have the opportunity to show what his skills are, really use his capabilities and really use his positive attributes to really make an impact from the first game and really show that he is capable of even being a starter when the likes of Kieran Tierney is injured at certain moments or he has bad periods of gameplay. So the next thing on the list is the fact that Wonderkids have been called up. Whilst Mikel's squad wasn't too affected by this summer's European Championships and Copa America, he is still without the likes of Kieran Tierney, Bukayo, Saka, Granit Xhaka and Bernd Leno. In addition, other notable absentees from the squad that has travelled to Scotland include William Saliba, set to join Marseille on loan, the injured Gabriel Magalhaes and Gabriel Martinelli, who is preparing for Olympics duty with Brazil. Therefore, a few of Arsenal's most promising youngsters have made the trip to make up the numbers, and perhaps catch the eye of Mikel Arteta to save the club some millions in the transfer market. Omari Hutchinson, Omar Rakik, Harry Clark, Jack Hendry, Francis are amongst those who have made the trip. And this is a great opportunity for these Wonderkids to be really called up to really impress Mikel Arteta in this training session and really get the opportunity to play in the pre-season friendly against Hibernian. And when it comes to Omari Hutchinson or Omar Rakik, those are positions that Mikel Arteta is looking to improve in the summer transfer window. But if they can catch the eye of Mikel Arteta and really show that they're capable to fill in those boots in that sort of role, the Mikel Arteta's club will need to save some millions, as they have some financial difficulties as well. So the next thing on the list is Folarin Balogun's shirt number change. It is going to be a big season for Folarin Balogun. At the end of April, it was announced that following constant speculation regarding his future, that he had signed a new deal at the Emirates Stadium and is aimed to establish himself as a first team player next season. My ambitions for next season are to make an impact on the first team, he said. I see it as something I've taken upon myself to be able to go over there and make an impact and not just be one of the numbers. I want to be someone who eventually leads the group, so I would say I have quite driven ambition, and we'll see if I can make them happen. It would appear that Folarin Balogun has already completed one of his goals, as he was seen wearing the number 26 top in training. That suggests a first team promotion. And in Mikel Arteta having some certain departures even in that striker position, it will allow youngsters such as Folarin Balogun to try and be the next Bukayo Saka, to try and be the next Emil Smith Rowe, and really come from the academy to get to the first team and impress Mikel Arteta, as he is looking for homegrown talents to really impress in this Arsenal team, as there is certain rules and regulations that needs to be required. So following Belgium could be an ideal second striker to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang if Arsenal do not make any summer transfers in this window. So the final thing on the list is a farewell tour for some of the players. Also expected to be busy this summer in terms of new signings with Albert Sambi-Lokonga, Ben White and James Maddison, just some of the names being linked with the move to the Emirates. At the same time, many players were expected to leave. That is unlikely to happen until after the tour of Scotland, and therefore it is no surprise that Sead Kolasinac, Hector Bellerin, Eddie Nketiah, Reece Nelson, Ainsley Maitland-Niles and Alexandre Lacazette have all travelled. For some of the players mentioned, it could be a final appearance in an Arsenal shirt, and for others it could be a chance to impress Mikel Arteta and his coaching staff. With that said, there's a good chance that the squad that jets out to America to play Inter Milan and one of Everton or Millonarios in the Florida Cup will look a little different, although that depends on how quickly some deals can get completed. So it looks like some transfers are taking very long for Arsenal to complete, as we do know that Arsenal are very slow in the summer transfer window at the moment. But that means that there are certain players that look very likely to leave that are still in the squad. One name in particular is Sead Kolasinac. There's already been a new left back, however, in the form of Nacho Tavares. His shirt number is still here with the number 31 shirt, but he's not going to be pretty much in the squad. But these players will still be in training. So these are the 4 things spotted in Arsenal training, and there's a lot of things to watch out in the pre-season fixture against Hibernian. It depends on how Mikel Arteta is going to approach the game. Is he going to approach it vigorously, or is he going to really try out new formations, really try out opportunity to really change the way, the mentality of the Arsenal squad, as needed a massive change from that 8th place finish last season. And it was consecutive 8th place finishes as well. So Mikel Arteta will need to try and find some ways to put some finishing touches to their preparations and really find a way to get these players focused to try and be a dominant force in the new season, as this is what all Arsenal fans want. We want our team to succeed. We want our team to really perform in the next season, because that's the only thing we have. We have that competition, we have the league, and we have domestic competitions. So Mikel Arteta has a lot of time. He wanted this pre-season training to really get to know the players. Now he has this opportunity. Hopefully he utilizes it well.